Hi friends, today I am going to talk to you about a very small incident that happened in the 1920s. In 1921, a Swedish couple named David and Svea Flood went as missionaries to Belgian Congo, the country which we call as Zaire nowadays in Africa. They wanted to minister to the tribals, but the tribals were very antagonistic. They would not even allow this couple nearby. Somehow the couple persisted and they put a tent at the far end of the tribal region and they stayed there. The young couple, they had a very young small daughter and they stayed there facing all persecutions. They did not even have proper food to eat. At times the tribal chief would have pity on them and send a young boy, giving them food and water. Other than that, they had no other way to communicate with them or to do anything with the tribals. So days passed like this, and ultimately because of the weather and because of the lack of food and proper health, the sanitary conditions, the young wife died. Svea Flood died. And this David Flood became so miserable at that point, he left that place immediately. He said, God has abandoned me. God has not rewarded me according to what I have done. And he even gave up his small daughter to American missionaries to be brought up. He said, I cannot take care of my own child. I am such a miserable condition. And he left God completely. He forgot about God completely in his life. He was so miserable, he became an alcoholic. Years passed and this young girl was brought up as a missionary's daughter. And when this girl grew up, she had an eagerness, interest to visit the place where her parents were. So she went there and she saw that this entire tribal community had accepted Christ and nearly 600 of them were Christians. She was so shocked to see that. She was thinking that the tribal people would be so antagonistic to Christians, but now they were all Christians. She was shocked that when she asked what happened, they said, a young couple named David and Svea Flood came here. The wife died here. We even have a cross marking her grave. But then there was a young boy who visited them at the order of the tribal chief, bringing them food every now and then. That young boy accepted Christ, and because of him, now we have all accepted Christ. And our community is a Christian community, they said. This girl immediately went back to Sweden to visit her father, and she said, Father, you have been miserable for the wrong reason. God did not forget you. God has made the seed to grow. God has rewarded you with 600 souls. And this missionary accepted his fault and came back to Christ. He once again repented and he gave his life to Christ. My beloved friends, why I am telling this is many times we might also be miserable thinking that the Lord has not rewarded us for what we are doing, for what we have done. Always remember, in Revelations chapter 22 verse 12, the Bible says, I am coming soon, and when I come, I will reward each one according to his deeds. The reward that I am giving to each one is coming with me. So God rewards every man eventually. He will never forget to reward them. The second thing is, God does not reward you according to your desires. God does not reward you according to your timeline, according to when you wish it to happen. He rewards you in His way, in His time. It might happen here, it might happen in eternity, but ultimately you will receive your reward. Stay blessed.